Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Grigsby's Ward East. I'm here with the 22nd turn. It's November 16th, 1941. We have one event, the 1941-42 very cold winter. November 12th, 1941. Temperatures in the Moscow area dropped to minus 12 degrees Celsius, the beginning of one of the coldest Russian winters in the 20th century. During 1941-1942 winter, the temperatures across central Russia will drop below minus 20 degrees Celsius in late December through early January. Kodinka Airfield Meteor Station in Moscow recorded spikes down to minus 33 degrees Celsius in late December. Kalina north of Moscow recorded minus 50 degrees. We have 106,000 troops more on the map. My opponent has 6,000 more. I have 1,300 guns, opponent 331. I lose tanks, but we're going to gain some and other stuff like that. Can see everything there again. And let's once again just go through the airface and then we'll see what's up afterwards. Since I'm not doing anything in this weather either. Literally blizzard. Next turn for my opponent will be 23rd of November. Okay, well let's get started down here. Let's get you into the city fort. And let's get you in here. And you in here. And I actually want you here. I want to make it quite problematic for my opponent to actually get in here. And since this hex is water, I want to actually start trying to get some fort going here. Let's put you under the 8th Army too. And get you there. Now, I guess this here cavalry can go into the south in front so they won't be overburdened. How is naval interdiction not interdicting at all? So that's fine. I think my opponent will have it quite difficult trying to interdict that. Either way, let's get you here on reserve. You're getting in Tamanskaya. Given the situation like this, I actually do want to get a depot here. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's get... Basically, there's only one hex through which they can really go in here. And... let's do this. So... let's remove these depots. Yes. And you... so my opponent will be moving towards Kerch and also down here towards Sevastopol. Now in Sevastopol Fortress I currently have 76,000 men and there's these guys around it. Again, I'm looking to hold Sevastopol and Yalta for as long as possible to delay my opponent's 11th army as well. Seems like my opponent has seen fit to break through this. I'm sure they plugged it entirely, but now I will be going on to the offensive here too. Let's just first see, because I want to... The most important thing for me is to destroy his rail line. So I ideally would like to also break that rail line further down. So the supplies for these guys are going to be as bad as possible. And yeah, let's take a look. my unit's held. That's great. That's absolutely amazing. Perfect. Oh yes, he even herded that unit right into Dnipropetrovsk. Perfect. Let's see how they're doing on supplies. Very low ammo though, so I don't think they'll hold out another time. But these units are also like they have to go through blizzard like this. That's just really bad. And now he also has to deal with this cavalry division thrashing through, I guess. Now, let's see. Because what I want here is I want 2 units from here. It can launch the attack on these. I don't need that mechanized, but so that's a bunch of crap. I forgot about that. But I also want to widen the gap. So start pushing a few more units here. And rather what I'm looking for here is to attack these from 2 sides as well. And now, if I get the mechanized through, these guys, at least up till here, not only are they broken out, so they're again not actually encircled, the supply situation for my opponent is once again not going very well. I would wager. I'm actually surprised a lot of his units still have such a good supply, but there we go. Another thing. I'd be looking for here is this attack. Wow, they held. Okay, did not expect that. But I will look for a way. Huh. You see, if I can attack this, poop. Well, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. But, alright, come on. It seems like I can do a serious encirclement here too. These guys did not make it out. Wow. That is something, alright. Their defensive CV is still very high. I actually cannot attack it at this point. They've only been isolated for a turn. Let's see what I can do. Here too, because I actually have a pretty reasonable road down here. Crap, it's only 5. 4. Yeah, I will try it. Come on. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, I guess I'll have to... okay, they have a unit here. They must have railed it there. Man, that really is a bunch of garbage. Like, if I had that, that would have been the best, but like now I have to move these guys here. Seems like they got some troops there now. Fair enough. I must have railed them there. I will take this hex. Yeah, at the very least I'll be 4 hexes removed from anything useful, so that ain't gonna happen. But it's interesting though, because it suggests that they do have a rail line there. Which you know, I guess it's fair enough. Funny thing is that this cavalry can actually go pretty far, even like this. Which barely, well, almost has these guys cut off too. There's no way these guys are getting, that they are getting any supplies. I mean, they will route these guys and reconnect, fair enough. But, I mean, this is looking quite reasonable. We know my opponent has a unit there too, but... Interesting, interesting, interesting. Seems like my opponent has also retreated back from this. What that means is I could technically... Let's just take a look. Yeah, he has units in there. Okay. It was worth checking that out, I think, at the very least. It's across the river. Let's just try this one. Nope. No, that's not gonna happen. The river is really tough to get across here. Like that just does not work at all. Pretty tough to deal with like that. Hmm. How about hitting the Romanians? 7.7. Is it worth it to retake Poltava here? I guess so. If he doesn't have anything there, which he doesn't. And I would say this stuff is pretty bad for my opponent currently. I'm gonna lose a shit ton of units for this, but that is fine. Given that I'm sure it's going to be very difficult for my opponent to do anything about all these units, because I have a sensation that my opponent's rail line is literally like only here. Again, that means that if these guys want to get supplies, currently, I think they would have to get it from here, which they don't. Oh yeah, if I can do this, that's totally worth it too. Let's go. Let's get those Romanians out of there. And what this means is that the few Soviet units that my opponent has, they get further isolated around here. So, for example, now it will be very difficult for my opponent to get the 297th and the 75th Infantry out. How far can you go? Not so far, unfortunately, and I don't have the rail lines. That's the most difficult part about all of these, is that, you know, I'm doing quite poorly on rail, but I think my opponent has seriously underestimated the strength of my assault. I do think he's fucked now. Yeah. Quite a bit. Let's move you towards Gomel as well. I want to make it as hard as possible for my opponent to get reinforcements and to get a relief attempt. Really. Can you get in here or there? No, so you have to move this way. Okay. Cannot go anywhere. And yeah, let's go. It's a shame I cannot get a unit in between, because it means they can technically link up by moving. I'm quite sure you can plug it by walk-in here. But he's already, well, not really have to retreat here, but I'm just moving away. Alright, I'm taking a little break here, so I'll be back. Alright, back. Let's go and actually continue along in the north here. So I can probably keep these guys the way they are as an X. This is 9 something. Let's get you into the city. Oop. So that's at 81. The 111th should be on a refit. I'm gonna put it here. This rifle division. Put on ready. Going into Leningrad Fortress. I want Leningrad to be at least 100k. So there is that. Then you can go here on refit. XX. I think what I'm gonna do at the moment is I'm gonna pull back this unit. I want to get a fort on here too, because I want to have fort level 3 here too, and I actually think that creating a fortified unit there to get that to level 3 is probably good. Then I have level 3 on all these locations, which I really do want if they are going to continue as well. Now, besides that, I want to get you on Volkov, and you, all of them on refit. They're not doing very well after my opponent's last attack. If there are units that need switching up, I guess that's what I'm going to do. Like, for example, over here, I will get out the 287th Rifle Division, put in the 299th Rifle Division, and get you on refit. I want any unit below 10,000 to do that. So next up is the 294th Rifle. It sucks that they have to go out in the blizzard I got. But two of them are okay. You're at 104 out of 107. Wow, well, that's quite some. I think also, especially over the long haul, this helps quite a bit. Now, my units are constantly going to lose men because of attrition, and thus I continuously need to flip these guys over. And for example, all of these are below 10,000. They're on... Are they actually on a depot? No, they are not. Well, let's get another depot here. See if we can reinforce those babies. Some of these guys are still not on level 3, even though they're right here, but they're not going to dig in all that much better. 10, 10, 9. You're also on the front line. I need to switch units up, so... Well, they're not that poorly. 9,700. Probably better just keep them like this. For the moment, that is. Yeah. What is their fort level? This is fort level 3, so I'll do this, and with this they can actually work it up a bit better, faster, because I do want level 3s all across that line. If I do get a unit on here, then at that point I can just remove the fortified region too. Okay. You're doing well. So let's see which unit I need to replace. Out of the 772, 6,700, 6,900, So it's gotta be these. Refit you, and if they get the reinforcements, then I'm gonna take this guy out. That's basically how this stuff works every turn. Get you off of the train. You can only take one of these for 7,500. It's gotta be these. This 8 doesn't look that much better, but it's a full infantry division here. Well, fair enough then. Refit you. I'm working on it. You should be on ready. Which unit am I gonna take? 9,000, 7,000, 6,000. And another 6,800. But let's take him because they're there by themselves. Ready you. Still don't feel like I get to attack here. I actually think this is a pretty weak position and I might be able to get around to this side. But I still don't feel like I'm in good shape there. The one thing that I do feel pretty reasonable about is my situation around Moscow, because my opponent is going to retreat, and that does make me want to reinforce this here area. So I'm going to send another mechanized there so they can do that stuff through the snow. I also want more cavalry there then, depending on how those cavalry units are doing. So now that I've created a bit of a problematic situation for my opponent around here, I do want to send more units over in this direction and start working on it. The sad part is they can still connect through here. I think I'm probably not going to succeed here, I feel. But let's just try anyway. No. Come on, really? Like, onto 122. That's amazing. Okay, well. I guess I'll try again on the next turn. That really, really sucks. Can I please just see which units I have selected? I really hate this system. Is it only this one now? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's Move you here then. I need to try and break out through here to get them back. That worked. But the offensive didn't, so... Certainly I'm pulling back. Yeah. Definitely not a position to launch an offensive from. Okay, let's get you here. You cannot get off the train, okay. Refit. You back. Do need a solid line as well. I can't just leave it like that. Now, I do want to take both those hexes too. You should be ready. Not in great shape, but... I'm also still contemplating whether I shouldn't try to attack these. But it doesn't really accomplish all that much currently. I am way too greedy with this stuff, but... $17. No. Didn't even come close. I did inflict similar losses upon them though, so that at least is okay. But yeah. So, cannot attack the motorized now. Fine. I really wish I could have encircled those guys too. That would have been really good. Or here. But... yeah, I just don't have the movement. Hmm. I'm technically capable of moving in there now, and I think I will. I know they have very high strength, but I will get my best units in there. And then they might actually launch a counteroffensive to retake that hex, which I guess, you know, they could do. I can see him do it, but I don't think they necessarily want to be running their panzers into that. So if I were to attack with both of these, that's 15. Let's get out the cavalry. $16, but I think let's get you on a refit. You're ready. Ready. Again, the defenses are way higher than I had expected. 170, huh? I had a 3-to-1 CV advantage, not giving me enough even on the combat value. Even there, I had no chance. Really. Alright, I will actually move up to this. As well. So, for example, here, the unit immediately becomes a 3 the moment it moves. Let's see. This time it still only went to 133. I did get that fort level down, but they'll probably build it up again pretty soon. Tricky that. Let's move more cavalry down too. Mm-hmm. It's a shame it cannot get through there, supposedly. Well, weird it claims it cannot get in there. Not quite sure how that goes. Even for these, like, what the heck? Well, let's just see what happens if I do this. And if I get 2 cavalry here, the defense should also be fine enough. And we'll see. They might attack. They'll probably attack. But I'm kind of curious. Oh, should have put them there. Let's get both of these cavalries. They can probably already exit. Yeah. Off the train, off the train. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Might be able to actually push these back. Probably not, given the river here. Wow, that was bad. Oh boy, okay. Shouldn't attack across these rivers. Jeez. I am quite surprised at how resilient these guys are, despite being cut off for 2 weeks. Well, like I guess in a sense learning how problematic things as the Soviets can be. Let's actually move up. I want these guys to run attrition. I mean, this has to be a good idea. Trashing these panzers. Which are then taking heavy losses, which is nice. Very good. Now, no, that was a mistake. Well, let's just run them on there to see if I'm kind of curious whether this will this will hit. Yeah. They didn't lose that much this time. Fair enough. I don't necessarily want to really call this a front line, but I guess it's something, and I did beat those tanks. Like this at least was 22, 37, 47, 49 tanks down. That's always good news, and I'd imagine that this 14th Panzer is not in the greatest of shape for a while, so... I would also be relatively happy with that. Alright, I will take these two hexes because they're a bit problematic. My opponent will get this infantry division out. Sure enough, but... that's fine. I guess this is also going to be a problem. Didn't actually expect him to have a reserve unit there, but that's okay. Alright, I'll be taking a quick break once again. And I'll see y'all next time. How would this do? No, not even close. Yeah, I'm not gonna launch an offensive now. Nope. Alright, yeah, just taking a break here. I'll be back.